Okay, welcome to our first ever mini tier list episode. We're going to be doing these, I think, fairly frequently moving
Yeah.
forward. And we're going to start off with a topic that me and Katie have talked a lot about off pod, which
Oh
is
yeah.
the Robins, various people to fill
Yes.
the Robin role
hmm
in DC Comics. We're going to be talking about the very, kind of most famous ones and all the main continuity ones. Yeah, let's get right into it,
Yeah.
Katie. And
Our
we're going to start off
tiers
with.
are
Yeah.
Boy
Oh, yeah.
Wonder, Equal Partner, Better Off Alone, and Get the Crowbar.
Uh, but why don't we start off with the man, the myth, the legend, Dick Grayson himself?
I mean, he is the originator. He's so good alone, but he is in fact the Boy Wonder himself. Dick Grayson, absolute top tier Robin.
He is the concept of Robin. He is the Robin. He is the longest running Robin because he was Robin for what, 40 years, something like that.
Something
A
like
very,
that,
very long.
yeah. He is
Uh,
the blueprint.
the literal
hmm
blueprint. But do you want to tell us what we got up next?
Yeah, we've got Stephanie Brown, perhaps the shortest running Robin. And
Yeah,
they've done
I believe.
a couple other Dark Knight Return ones. So issue count wise, Carrie maybe beating stuff out later in terms of actual
Yeah, I
issues
mean,
as
Steph, I think
Robin.
in continuity was Robin for I think literally a week. Like I
Yeah,
do think that has been canonized. So
yeah, quite rough, quite rough. Jay, where are you putting Stephanie Brown?
I think Steph's rough, because as Robin, she was such a flash in the pan when she's brought into like
hmm
the Robin gatherings and stuff. It's a little weird a lot of the
It
times. Doesn't really feel
is.
like she got that Robin run. And it was still more about Tim when she was Robin than
Mhm.
herself. So I think we might have to get the crowbar here.
I think so too. Like she is better off alone than she was as Robin, but she's better off having not been Robin at all, frankly.
Fully agreed. But speaking of Tim, he is actually up next, and he's a lot of people's favorite. A lot of people really,
Yeah,
really like
yeah.
Tim. Yeah.
Jay and I are not those people. However, if we're
No.
talking about Robins, he does have a lot going for him. Like he is very dedicated to being Robin. He's very dedicated to Batman, to like the role of sidekick. However,
I give
let's
you my
kill
counter.
Tim and get the crowbar.
Yeah, I was say my counterpoint to that is he doesn't work well as Robin because he's not a good contrast to Bruce in any way because he's
Yeah,
just a mini Bruce.
yeah. A mini Bruce who can't fight. But
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. So
he
sorry.
definitely does get to be above Stephanie. But good for them that they're hanging out together. Next up on the list we have Jay Bird
We
himself.
have Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean the reason that when we talk I call you Jay is because I associate you in my little noggin with Jason Todd so severely. Where would you put
like
Jason?
a lot of the love for Jason comes from the resurrection
hmm
and Red Hood of it all.
Yeah.
Um, Jason is an interesting place because when he was first Robin, he was just literally a second Dick Grayson,
Yes.
and
They've
then he's
retconned
been
that so
turned now into
much.
more of a like jerky
hmm
Robin in flashback stuff. So he's in an interesting place. I don't think he was ever really beloved as Robin. I think his time as Robin
No,
really only works
certainly
as like
not.
a backstory for him as Red Hood.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say I think he's better off alone.
I think he is the definition of better off alone. Yeah. Like it's important that he was Robin for the path that he is on now. Now, if only
Yeah.
he could continue on that path. But next up, we've got Carrie Kelly, who is, the only one here who's like in alternate universe Robin. Everybody else, main continuity Robin, has interacted with each other. Carrie's tough because I appreciate the Dark Knight Returns and all that. It's not like my favorite style of Batman and Robin personally, but I think that she is really an equal partner Robin. Like she's her purpose in life is to be Robin, and I love that for her.
And I think she's right for the story. Like
Yeah.
she is the right Robin for that story. She works really well there. I agree across the board. But we are
Yeah.
coming upon maybe the most controversial Robin, Damian
Yes.
Wayne.
Oof. Now here's the thing. I have strong feelings about Damian Wayne as Robin. I think that
Well aware.
one, Damian Wayne being Robin is such like a great character arc for him to come from the League of Assassins, to come from the League of Shadows, and like take on that Robin role where he isn't allowed to kill people, importantly, and also has to like kind of learn, you know, learn to be a hero. I think that having him in the Robin role for that is so important. And I think that it does really let Bruce highlight a lot of the things that like I think that Batman can get a bad rap in like popular culture for like being this like doom and gloom, gonna beat people up type of character. And I think that Damien does let him kind of lean more into the like the ethos, the ethics of Batman. But I think that he, is similar to Tim in that because Batman gets ascribed these traits, they don't come out of nowhere, and he does share a lot of them. If Damien is gonna be the broody, violent one, then what does that leave Bruce with, you know? So what I'll say is I think he belongs an equal partner, but I think that he would be Boy Wonder if it was with Dick Grayson's Batman.
I agree. He was a Robin perfectly suited to be Dick Grayson's Robin,
Mm-hmm.
and being Bruce Wayne's Robin is a little bit of a worse fit because he doesn't. Robin's supposed to be the light to Batman's dark,
Yeah.
and Damian Wayne is nobody's light.
No. No, he is not. But that takes us to the
Oh.
end of our Robins tier list. We have Dick Grayson up top as the Boy Wonder.
Then in equal partner we have both Damian Wayne and Carrie Kelly,
Better Off Alone is Jason Todd, the Red Hood.
and we're getting the crowbar for Tim and Steph very nicely together.
Which,
Um,
importantly doesn't mean we're killing them. It just means we're beating them to death. We're not setting the bomb off. So, Tim lovers, leave us alone. We're just beating them within an inch of their life. Do you agree with our Robin ranking here? Do you think that any of these Robins should be the ones to take on the Batman mantle eventually? What are all of your Robin hot takes? Let us know down
yeah.
below.
And what do you think we should do for these future short tier list
Yes,
videos? You got any ideas? Let us know because we're going to be doing a lot more of these. But
absolutely. And
as
don't
always,
forget to hit subscribe to add us to your pull list.
absolutely. We'll see you next week. Comic Geeks.